Hey there, Chris McCarthy here with Brand Identified, and today I'm going to walk you through a AI integration and framework plan to help you manage your projects and your team operations. So you're going to be able to use this 6-step framework to design and implement a project management system that keeps your team aligned, deadlines on track, and execution running smoothly. So this is what we're going to cover today. So first off, we're going to go over the 6-step AI-powered framework. Then I'm going to help you answer the 10 questions that you must answer to define your AI strategy. Then I'm going to show you how to accelerate your strategy using the BrandOptimizer.ai custom GPT. And then I will walk you through a 6-step AI prompt sequence to customize your framework and your strategy specifically for your business, also using the BrandOptimizer.ai custom GPT. And then finally, I'm going to show you how to install Brand Growth AIOS into your business. So let's jump in and get started. So first off, in this AI-powered framework, step number 1 is to define. So start by answering these 10 operational clarity questions. Your answers will reveal where your current system is breaking down and what's needed to create a streamlined, team-friendly workflow that supports real progress. So question number 1 is, what project management tools are you currently using, if any? The tools you use shape how your team organizes their work, so we need to know what platforms that you're using right now and how well it's being used. Question number 2, what types of projects are you typically managing with your team? Understanding the nature of your work, whether it's client delivery, internal operations, or product development, helps us design systems that match. Question number 3, how are project timelines, deliverables, and deadlines currently tracked? This tells us how structured your workflow is. If deadlines live in scattered notes or verbal updates, delays are almost always guaranteed. Question number 4, who is responsible for managing project flow and ensuring that process stays on track? Ownership is critical. Without a clear point of responsibility, projects tend to stall or bounce around without any real progress. Question number 5, how often are tasks delayed or missed due to unclear communication or planning? This highlights the breakdowns that are costing you time, and your delays will usually point to the process gaps, not the team failure. Question number 6, do you use templates or repeatable workflows for reoccurring project types? Templates save time and reduce confusion if you're starting from scratch every time your system isn't scalable. Question number 7, how effective is your team's current process for updating task status or progress? If status updates are inconsistent or just reactive, leadership has no visibility and the team ends up working in the dark. Question number 8, how do you currently run project-related meetings or check-ins? Meetings should support your execution, not interrupt it. We need to know how updates are being managed and if they're helping or slowing things down. Question number 9, where do you see the most friction or the confusion in your current project workflow? This question helps isolate the weak spots, whether it's during handoffs, unclear expectations, or gaps in your communication. And then finally, question number 10 is, if your project management system was fully optimized, what will your team be able to do better or faster? This defines the goal. Whether it's hitting deadlines more consistently or reducing time back and forth, your answer helps shape that solution. So moving on here to step number 2, that is to evaluate, and that is audit your current systems and your workflows. So before we build, we need to understand what's working and what's broken across your tech stack, your task systems, and your team communications. So first off, review your current project management tool and its setup, identify gaps in your tracking, your task assignment, or your team clarity, and then pinpoint what's causing missed deadlines or slowing down your execution, and then also flag any workflows that exist only in people's heads. So for this step and then all other steps coming up in this framework, I provided you with an AI prompt. Now, more specifically, I've given you a BrandOptimizer.ai prompt. Now, BrandOptimizer.ai is a custom GPT that I've developed over at Brand Identified that is based off of working with hundreds of clients over the past 25 years. So I want to make sure that you're taking this prompt and all upcoming prompts and adding them into BrandOptimizer.ai, that custom GPT, and not just regular ChatGPT or another large language model, because they don't have access to that knowledge base. So what you're going to do is go over and visit BrandOptimizer.ai. And then from here, you're going to click on Launch the Custom GPT. This is going to open up ChatGPT, but it's going to open it up into the BrandOptimizer.ai interface. And once again, this is the only custom GPT that has access to that brand identified knowledge base. So you will enter in that prompt right there in step number 2, plus the questions from step number 1 and your answers from step number 1 into this prompt window, and it's going to help you build out your strategy. So moving on here into step number 3 of this framework, and that is to structure. So you will build a clear, scalable project workflow. Now we establish a repeatable structure that your team can rely on. Think stages, ownership, and templates, not just to-do lists. So first off, define your core project stages, that is planning, production, review, and delivery. Then assign clear ownership and handoffs at each of those stages. Then create templates for reoccurring project types. And then finally, standardize naming conventions and file storage locations. And then I've given you another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt for step number 3. Now, step number 4, this is to implement. So set up your project management tools with intention. Your tools should mirror your systems, not the other way around. This step turns your structure into a functional, easy to use platform. So configure your tool, whether that's Asana, ClickUp, or Notion with custom views. Add automations or reminders to streamline your workflows. Tag team members based on roles and accountability, and connect the systems to Slack, email, or calendars for visibility with everyone. And then once again, in step number 4, I give you another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt to help you out. So step number 5, that is to align. Train the team and reinforce new behaviors. The best systems fail without the team buy-in. So you need to lead the adoption, you need to create shared expectations, and make it easy for people to succeed. You do this by hosting a training session or a demo walkthrough. You set the rules for how and when to use the system. You create documentation or video SOPs for reference, and then you assign a team lead or an operations owner to manage the compliance. And then once again here in step number 5, I've given you a BrandOptimizer.ai prompt to help you out. And then final step number 6 here is to optimize. Improve over time based on usage and feedback. You will learn what works best by watching your team use it. So make it a habit to review, to refine, and to upgrade the system every quarter. You do this by gathering the team feedback and usability and clarity, eliminate steps or tools that cause any friction, update templates based on real-world usage, and track performance metrics tied to execution speed. And then finally, as always, I've given you another BrandOptimizer.ai prompt for step number 6. So this moves us on to a 6-step AI prompt sequence that I've developed for you to help you instantly create your custom strategy using these prompts over in BrandOptimizer.ai. So the first prompt here, this is your strategy prompt, and that is help me build a complete strategy for project management and team operations that aligns with our brand and our business goals. Prompt number 2, this is your execution prompt, and that is give me a step-by-step execution plan to implement project management and team operations effectively in our business. Prompt number 3, this is your audit and your optimization prompt, and that is audit our current project management and team operations and recommend improvements or optimizations that we should make. Prompt number 4, this is your template and your tool prompt, and that is provide a fill-in-the-blank template or framework that I can use to create or improve upon our project management and team operations. And prompt number 5, this is your role-based prompt. So that is how should and you will want to insert your role, your title, or a position within your organization. So for example, founder, CMO, or marketing manager, approach project management and team operations in a growing business. And then finally, your 6th prompt here, this is your integration prompt. And that is how does project management and team operations connect with or support other areas like marketing, sales, or operations. So finally, this moves into the Brand Growth AI OS, and this is an AI-powered operating system to optimize your business. This is a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that integrates 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. It is designed to transform your business into a high-performance, fully optimized and scalable operation. Every service is delivered in a structured, sequence-based framework that starts with deep diagnostics, applies proven strategic models, and then executes with AI-enabled tools and automations. Now, I prepared a brief overview video of Brand Growth AI OS that I'll queue up here in just a few seconds, but I also want to make sure that you check out brandidentified.com to learn more, and then also check out brandgrowthaios.com as well. The Brand Growth AIOS is a complete operating system for your business. It's a proprietary 16-phase optimization and execution strategy that pulls together 60 specialized services into one unified growth engine. The entire system is designed to take your business from where it is today and transform it into a high-performance, fully optimized, and scalable operation. Now, here's the important part. This isn't just a collection of services thrown together. Every step is structured, it's sequence-based, and it follows a very specific framework. We begin with deep diagnostics, then move into proven strategy models, and then bring it all to life with AI-enabled tools and automations. Once the Brand Growth AIOS is installed inside your business, here's what you can expect. Your company will run on a streamlined, data-driven, AI-supported infrastructure. You will deliver a consistent, high-quality client experience that drives both retention and referrals. Your offers, pricing, and positioning will be optimized for your market. You'll have predictable opportunities coming in through campaigns, funnels, and content systems that are built to work together. And you, as the founder, along with your leadership team, will finally be able to focus on strategy instead of being stuck in daily execution. So let's talk about what that means for your role versus ours. Your role requires only a minimal time investment, about 15 minutes per day for quick approvals and roughly 30 minutes a week for high-level strategic reviews. That is it. Our role is to handle everything else: the audit, the strategy, the design, the build out, the optimization, and the execution of your complete Brand Growth AIOS. That way, you can stay focused on leading your business while we install the system that allows it to scale.